Ski.
There is nothing in this life that pointed to the fact that my future is secure in your hand. I have not seen that thing. I have not seen a sign. I don't deceive myself.
Why don't you think? Why are you not thinking? How do you think God for God? Why do you not like giving me pain? You can never think. You can never discuss
it's not until when a boy, a guy is carrying girlfriend, boyfriend, or it's not for my birthday gift is that daddy begin to save money for my admission. That belongs to only prostitution.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jude, and hi, if this is the first time, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I'm so glad you found me. If you're not subscribed, kindly subscribe to my channel. Thank you. So today we're going to talk about the girl who got slut-shamed and harassed by her parents because she had asked for an iPhone. But before we go into that, I just want to use this opportunity to say thank you guys so much for the love of my last video. Thank you so much for your commentary. Thank you so much for the compliments. It really does mean the world to me. I never expected it, and when it happened, I was so overwhelmed with love. I just want to say thank you. On today's video, we're going to talk about the girl who asked her parents for an iPhone and got slut-shamed. But before we go into this video, let's just do like a little deep dive on iPhone, because when I was researching this case, I was like, why are people so engrossed with iPhone? I have one myself and everybody loves an iPhone. So what is the origin of this device that we have in our hands?
We're introducing 3 revolutionary products of this class. The first one is a widescreen iPod with touch controls. The second is a revolutionary mobile phone. And the third is a breakthrough internet communications device.
Conceived by visionary co-founder Steve Jobs, the idea of combining an iPod, a phone, and an internet communicator resulted in a project called the Project Bubble.
iPod, a phone, and an internet communicator. An iPod, a phone. Are you getting it? These are not 3 separate devices. This is one device, and we are calling it iPhone.
The birth of an iPhone just ushered in a new era of technology. First of all, the iPhone, whether you like it or not, it sets industry standards. It has inspired other competitors. There are like 2 types, the iPhone and Android. Every other smartphone falls under Android. And then we have the flip phones and all these ones. But the iPhone is so special that it stands on its own. A Google Pixel and a Samsung, they're known as an Android, but there is no other kind of phone that is known as an iPhone. That brings us to today's video. This is 2023, and 2023 iPhone 15 has been launched. This girl, she's asking her dad for an iPhone 8 as a birthday present. So I want you guys to watch this video and let me know what you guys think.
Ski.
There is nothing in this life that pointed to the fact that my future is secure in your hand. I have not seen that thing. I have not seen a sign. I don't deceive myself. Anybody else can deceive himself or herself. I don't deceive myself. My future, I don't know the way to deal with you. But I thank God it's not only me that I have a future. Go and sell your body now to buy a your mates are buying iPhone.
I said of a pastor, what's be like every problem?
Those that have admission to study medicine in their life, they don't ask for. Those that have admission to study medicine in their life, they don't ask for iPhone. Not to talk of you. But they don't even get admission to study Yoruba. Those that get admission on platter of gold, they will never ask for iPhone because they have future. They have aim for their life that what matters to them is their education. Gain admission, get out school, let me keep some school, come out, why don't you think? Why are you not thinking?
How do you think God for God? Why do you not like giving me pain? You can never think. You can never discuss it.
It's not until when a boy, a guy is carrying girlfriend, boyfriend, it's not until when you see that a guy is a bad or this thing. She's already corrupt. More than corruption is herself. She knows what she does on phone. She knows what she does with her body. So it's not a matter of I'm seeing somebody with boyfriend. But that is already what you want. So if they give you handout money or any money for anything, the only thing you will use to achieve is iPhone. Like you will not sell somebody's property to achieve iPhone. If I don't buy it for you, don't arrange with trafficking. Come and kidnap me now so that you get to answer.
Why don't you even think?
Somebody who has not
you are looking for admission.
Somebody who doesn't
even know where they will get the money.
Even
if you get admission, you don't even know. You don't even think of where they will see money to.
You do not say what I want for my birthday gift is that daddy begin to save money for my admission. People that belongs to only prostitution. You saw a boy that wrote white 7 times, jammed 3 times. He never see phone in his life. He came out with phone. If you have phone in your hand, you need another phone. For what you need is iPhone. That means a man self can even live with an iPhone because that is your priority. That is your iPhone. So you think I'll be so foolish or I'll be so daft? But my head is not correct. I don't know what to do with money. I will buy my daughter iPhone.
I was expecting out of. I even thought she wanted to. I said it. That I was even expecting that she wanted to say she please think of her phone. Then you now say iPhone. You know what I said? She's at the back of. No, because the phone at the ink has increased, which she showed me. That the ink has increased. I even thought that was why. That is even what I was thinking she wanted to add. The iPhone. iPhone for what?
So in this video, the father starts off with saying that nothing in this life points out to him that his future is secured in the hands of his daughter. He also went further to tell his daughter that his daughter should sell her body, and unprovoked, he also said that other girls are doing the same thing and that her mates are also buying iPhone. And I also think this girl, she's the child of a pastor, because I can hear someone in the background, which I'm assuming is the mom, saying a child of a pastor. He also went further to say that those who have admission to study medicine, they do not ask for iPhone, talk more of asking for a phone, which does not make sense. And I am also assuming that this girl, she's an aspiring medical doctor because her dad said it in the video, and she has also not gotten admission just yet. She had an apology video, which I'm going to play later, and she said that she had passed her WAEC and she had passed her JAM. So WAEC actually stands for West African Exam Council, is similar to GCSE, and JAM is Joint Admission Matriculation Board. It's basically an entrance exam to enter the university in Nigeria. WAEC is long lasting, is for life, but JAM is for a year. So if you've not entered university within the year which you wrote JAM, you have to write it again. And it's actually compulsory to have a JAM result. So you have to pass a particular cutoff mark before you can enter into the university. Because I go into university 2012. I feel old, but 2012 I was already in university, and I think then you have to have been in the cutoff point of 180. I'm not sure. I would not be surprised again if this girl does not even want to be a medical doctor and her parents are also forcing her to be a medical doctor, because sometimes parents like this, they just want to live their fantasies and live their lives through the lives of their own children, so they can force their children to do something that they wanted to do but they could not afford to do it. And her mom also was concurring with what her dad said, saying that this girl likes to give them pain. I do not know the pain, but I'm assuming because obviously she's not in school yet, the parents are very distraught, which is understandable, especially when it comes to African parents. They place so much emphasis on going to school, having an education, and they think that if you don't go to school and have a good job, you're a failure, which I totally disagree with. There's the part where the dad says she knows what she does on the phone and she knows what she does with her body.
She knows what she does on phone. She knows what she does with her body.
And this gives the insinuation that she sleeps around. He also went for that to say something and called her, I think he called her a prostitute. I didn't really get that part, but I think he actually called her a prostitute.
You do not say what I want for my birthday gift is that daddy begin to save money for my admission. People that belongs to only prostitution.
Hi guys, editing drill here. So I think what the dad actually said was, you would not say what I want for my birthday is for you to save money for me to go to school. You want something that belongs to a prostitute. So I'm thinking that he's insinuating having an iPhone to being a prostitute. Like, where did that come from? So that's what I'm insinuating he actually did say. So let's get right into the video. Which, again, I actually doubt that this girl sleeps around. Like, obviously, I doubt she's a prostitute. Like, Look at this girl. If she sleeps around, by this point, she would have actually gotten an iPhone. She wouldn't have even asked her dad for money to get an iPhone. She looks like a very innocent girl that just keeps quiet while her parents just rains her with abuse and insult. I really did feel sorry for the girl. I felt so sorry for the girl. So I'm going to play another video of this woman. She's a mom, which she also gave her own view of the whole scenario. And also please note that the videos that I'm playing, most of it, they're not full videos. So I'll put the link in the description box so you could click on it and then watch the video. It's going to take you to TikTok where you watch the full video, because if you don't have long attention span like me, you know what I'm talking about.
Let's talk about the young lady that asked her parents for an iPhone 8 as birthday present. My first thing I noticed is there are too many people who claim that they are parents, but what I do not understand is why they are so angry at their children. Economic downturn, or things are not working in their favor, they don't have promotion, or people are against them, or people are ganging up against them. They transfer that aggression on their children. Believe me when I tell you, from things I've seen and comments I've read, a lot of Nigerian parents, African parents, or some parents around the world need therapy. They need therapy to release the level of anger they have bottled up in them. It's as if it's a curse that the children they had is a curse to them. I do not understand it. If my children ask me for things, I am not rich, I'm just comfortable. If my children ask me for things, there are ways to go about it. If it's something I cannot afford, I'll tell them, okay, I know you need this. Can you give me so time? I might buy it for you. Or if I want to play my tricks as a mom, I'll say, ask in Igbo language. I'll ask them to go and write it down in Igbo. And if there's one single mistake, you can't have it. Or sometimes outrightly, if it's something I know they don't need, I tell them, like my daughter came, she's using S21 Ultra and she said she wants an iPhone. And I said, no, you can't have it because you're not explaining to me the difference why you need an iPhone. Upon that black saying, no, you can't have it. But why should you slut shame? Say all manner of terrible things to your child just because she asked for a gift. The worst thing you can say is, oh, my darling, I can't afford this right now. Why should you channel all the generational and economic stress that you've been going through on your child? The level of insults these people heaped on their child was shocking. Do I condone the girl coming to post this online? Absolutely not. If she was my child, irrespective of what I said to her. Posting it without my permission, oh my God, the house will not contain the two of us. Note that part. In as much as I tolerate my children, I'm a basbos mom. I don't tolerate some level of nonsense from my children. So she has grown wings as well to go post her parents online. But back to the focus. Parents, you can do better. That is why we have a lot of angry children all over the place. Being rude and mannerless. It all stems from the parents. Why are parents so bitter? Why are parents so angry? Not be their fault. Now you bring them into this world. They did their own world. Now you go carry them, bring them into this. So you need to be responsible for them. If you can afford what they are demanding, yes, give. If you cannot, simply say no. Or look for ways to walk around it. Your child can never put a noose around your neck and force you to do things you don't want to do. Why this level of energy, of anger, passed on to your child for just a request? Slut-shamed, named all manner of things, said all manner of things. A lot of parents belongs to therapy. They need to heal first from whatever that is making them angry before we now start talking about their children. Because what I see now is that many children you're seeing angry today are things they picked from their parents. It's transcending from one to another, from one generation to another. More wisdom.
So obviously this case had gone viral and everybody had their 1 or 2 cents into this video. And this brings me to Nigerian influencer Tacha. So Tacha, a Nigerian influencer, she posted a tweet expressing full support for the parents in what she said. And to be honest, I was not surprised by her stance. So I'm actually going to read to you guys what she actually did say. So Tacha, she said, anybody that has something wrong with what the parents said, something is legit wrong with you. For this child to record this conversation, she actually knows what she's doing. But I know some waste men would still buy her that iPhone. Whatever she said is so cringe, and saying some waste men trying to be British. Girl, calm down. To be honest, I wasn't surprised by Tacha, honestly, by what she said, because Tacha has always been controversial, and I was surprised that people were actually surprised. When I saw this tweet, like, it kind of triggered me. And not only did it trigger me, I cringed a lot. In case you do not know Tacha, she was like an Instagram sensation and very controversial. That was like around 2015. And she always shared videos and made statements about things that I found so peculiar. I just could not even like relate to some of the things. And obviously, because she was controversial, blogs would post her, and that's how I saw her. But like, I don't think I've ever followed her. I've never followed her. And later on in 2019, she actually participated in Big Brother. But in Big Brother, she kept breaking the house rules, and she eventually got evicted because I think there was a time she engaged in physical violence with another contestant. So she had 3 strikes and she was evicted from the house. So now let's return to the current issue. What appalls me is that Tacha, she also failed to recognize that the act that the parents did is a form of abuse, and it is actually verbal abuse. Verbal abuse can have a lasting impact on people. Not only does it have a lasting impact, it can also be very memorable in every detail. When it comes to verbal abuse, literally you're hearing the words, and like, because you're hearing the words, even if it's over the phone, you can't remember what you were doing at that point. If it's face to face, you can't see. Like, literally, it's something that sticks with you for a very long time. People do not understand that words actually possess immense power. Like, words hurt so much. Words can break or mar you. Tacha, she has a substantial following across all social media, and her tweeting such thing just struck me as distasteful. It struck me as disgusting. I was so disgusted. I cringed. I was like, what the fuck? Moreover, she actually made a remark suggesting that abuse is our culture. I didn't see that, but like, someone said it, so allegedly, I'm going to use the word allegedly. So she allegedly said that abuse is our culture. Obviously, she's here claiming that Black people have a cultural norm of abuse. This perspective is very problematic because this is the perspective we're trying to kill off, and there is this one saying, oh, abuse is in our culture. While some people actually express disappointment in her mindset, like I said earlier, I am actually not surprised that she said this, because it's Tacha. Like, she also doubled down on her position by stating that if the girl's parents disliked her, that she wouldn't have entered the air-conditioned car and she wouldn't have had a camera phone to record her videos. However, let's look at the girl's quality of phone. Let's look at the quality of her phone's camera. You would not even tell me that that phone she's using is the latest Android. Like, let's leave iPhone. Android is not even the latest Android. Who knows where she got the phone from? The camera is giving 1 megapixel or 2 megapixel. So like, her saying, oh, she even has a camera phone to record, like, that was very insensitive. It's very, very essential for people to weigh their words carefully before they actually do speak. Personally, to me, Tacha, she comes across as someone who seeks validation, but from people who actually do lack discernment. She comes to me as a pick-me, but for dumb people.
Tacha disappointed me. Tacha disappointed me. You see, it's not everything a celebrity should have an opinion on, because you have a huge platform. So sometimes, if you cannot reason properly, reason with your common sense, it's okay to just shut up instead of nonsense out of your mouth.
Okay guys, before going on, first of all, this video is not complete. The complete version would be on TikTok and the link is in the description box. Secondly, if you are not Nigerian, or if you have no idea of how Nigerians are, Nigerians' mouths can be very unfiltered. But I don't think there's like any bad blood there. That's just how Nigerians speak.
For real. You see, since yesterday, a video of a young girl who asked for an iPhone 8 has been going viral. On that video, I think she asked for the iPhone for her birthday, and of course, the parents couldn't provide it. Instead of them to just say, no, sorry, we can't provide it. You understand? We need to take care of your school fees first. Your admission is our priority. You know, just explain to the girl. If you see the insults, the fact that was putting on this girl, if you see dragging, if you see the verbal abuse, oh my God, it was giving me flashbacks. Our celebrity here, Tacha, came. If you see the way she was talking with her wide mouth, this is a girl who travel all the time. I am stunned. All this traveling you people do every 3 business working days. What do you people learn? Do you learn anything? Because traveling is part of education. What do you people go there to learn? Because me, I don't understand. Huh? If you see the way Tacha was defending the parents. This generation are too woke. My mother chased me down the streets. For the girl to record, you will know she's always misbehaving. Tacha, haven't you heard of verbal abuse? Do you people know that sometimes words hit more than a slap? Do you people know that words can scar you for life? Say the wrong word to a weak person, they will off themselves. Do you people know how powerful words are? They are seeds you plant inside people's souls. You see, you go slap person, you go even use cane white person. That wound have 80% chance to disappear when they grow up. But you see, words, they scar you for life. A lot of African parents have cursed their children. They will curse their children. When that child grow up and become nothing, they are surprised. Or when the child grow up and don't even communicate with them, they start wondering what they did. Oh, my village people have done it, so they turned my child against me. Oh no, your child is running away from you. And Tacha also said something. We are not white people. This is our culture. So abuse is your culture, and you're proud. So the nonsense culture wanna carry for head. How does it help you people? I will ask. This head here is very important. What you think, what you carry here can build a nation or break it. Your leaders are not only your problem. The way you think is also your problem. You guys need to grow up, man. This is 2023. For Tacha to have this mentality is disappointing. We have a long way to go, man. You think it's okay for a parent to talk to their child like that? Because of an iPhone. She not asked for condom. She asked for an iPhone. She not asked for ratatata. It was just the phone. All the father had to say was no. You didn't have to destroy your child's self-esteem. It's not. Come on, man. I'm stunned. The way people were clapping for these parents. We are Africa. Yes. This is our culture. Poverty go kill now. Seriously, it go take for una. It go to take.
So guys, now let's go to my opinion. To start, I want to clarify that I do not oppose the idea of the girl's dad saying no to his daughter. I do not oppose the fact that the girl's parents said, no, I'm not going to get you an iPhone. Parents actually do have the right to deny their children of certain things, considering, first of all, it's their money. And secondly, her parents actually provided a very valid reason as to why they were not going to get her an iPhone. They prioritized her school fees and they also prioritized her admission. Obviously, if your children have not gotten admission, especially if you're a parent who believes in education and your children have not gotten admission when you expect them to get an admission, obviously it's something that would weigh down on you. You would be sad, you would be concerned, and sometimes to make them sit up, you would deprive them of certain things that they actually do want. I have no problems with her parents saying, no, I'm not going to get you an iPhone. But what I have a problem with is how they went about the whole thing. Even if her parents had ignored her and said, oh, you should ask for an iPhone, they would have just looked at her. Like parents do that all the time. They look at you and act like, oh, you're not talking to them. I feel like that would have been so much better than the approach that they actually did, what they actually said. And honestly, I do not think that this was the first time they had said it, because the girl just remained calm in the car. She just remained calm while her parents were talking, because it seems like this is what they actually always do. This is how they actually always spoke most of the time. So it's a thing where she's used to everything, so she continued. I don't know why I forgot to say this, but I do not stand with the fact that she put the discussion that she had with her parents online without their consent. I do not agree with that. Social media has turned into something where everybody can just air their dirty laundry, which I do understand. And then again, I understand she was following a trend. I don't think she expected her parents to have seen the video. And I don't also think that she expected that the video was going to go viral. I don't think she expected that. But I do not stand with how the parents handled the whole situation. The girl's parents, they chose to insult her, they chose to sort of shame her because she was asking for an iPhone 8. I understand maybe the parents do not even have the money for even an iPhone 6. There are several ways that they could have gone about it. They could have even been like, get an admission first and I'm going to get you the phone. I don't think there's any time I've like asked my dad for something and he's like used degrading words at me. Like, using words that actually belittle your child is very unnecessary, and people actually do not know. I'm sure they actually do know, but they just pay blind mind to it. It can actually cause long-term effects on the child's self-esteem. Verbal abuse is never justified, and it can also lead to children having to leave their parents' home and not returning. Like, maybe if she had gone to school, she would just go to school and just never look back. It happens all the time. If children cannot feel comfortable asking their parents for anything, who else would they turn to? Your children, your child should feel comfortable asking you for even the stupidest thing. Let's put things from her perspective. It's evident, like I said earlier, that this is not even the first time that her parents may have spoken to her like this. This is not the first time that this may have happened. And again, like, even when she asked and her parents were talking, she looked so numb. She didn't look surprised. If I'm in her shoes and this was the first time that my parents had spoken to me that way, I'm going to try and defend myself in some little way. Like, even if it's like jokingly, I'll be like, what are you talking about? Like, but she was just there. She did not even defend herself, because I think this is something that she experiences almost every day. That is just what I think. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually not surprised by this behavior, because many parents in our culture, they actually do say hurtful things to their children because they just think it toughens them. But in reality, it's actually breaking them. I understand our parents may have received such hurtful words from their own parents and they were able to put up this strong facade. As the world is evolving, the thick skin that our grandparents, our great-grandparents had is not what we have now. So there is this TikTok user, her name is Newly2120, and she also mentioned that parents, they often curse their children, and when those children grow up, they distance themselves from their parents, and the parents actually stay and wonder what went wrong, and this is where they would now be blaming their village people.
A lot of African parents have cursed their children. They will curse their children. When that child grow up and become nothing, they are surprised. Or when the child grow up and don't even communicate with them, they start wondering what they did. Oh, my village people have done it, so they turned my child against me. Oh no! Your child is running away from you.
Not knowing that it is your past behavior that's making your children run away from you. I also appreciate the fact that this generation is trying to break the cycle. Because I know some people are doing it the extreme way and raising the iPad kids, letting their children get away with anything. And their children are being very disrespectful to even the teachers that teach them in schools. There are TikTok videos about that. But I'm also glad that there are other children that are very present with their children and very intentional with their children, while still trying to break this whole stereotype and this whole cycle. So regarding this girl's lack of admission to study medicine, it's very crucial to teach our children that failure is a part of life. Rather than degrading them, making them feel less of their self, we should always provide emotional support, encourage open communication without judgment, and also emphasize that failure is a learning opportunity. We should discuss specific lessons and strategies that are available for improvement. We should also teach resilience and perseverance, to avoid blame, to set realistic expectations, to celebrate effort, and also to encourage exploration of different interests. We should also provide guidance without taking over, and again, consider seeking professional help if needed. I know it's like I speak about professional help a lot, and that is because sometimes you could utilize all these things and you still feel stuck and still feel where you are. You just realize, okay, the last resort I have is to talk to someone. I live in the UK where therapy is free. The health system here is free because of the NHS, so you have free healthcare, and it also comes with therapy. I used to work in the mental health service, but I used to work with pregnant women who were undergoing mental health, and I was working as an analyst, but I could also like see firsthand what was going on. And honestly, there are a lot of people that are actually dealing with a lot of these things. And honestly, the world is hurt. Like, the world is hurt from backgrounds, how people were brought up, past traumas. People really do not know how to navigate their emotions, how to navigate their way in this world. So the world is so hurt. So we should be very, very careful with how we share when it comes to conflict. When you have conflict with someone, it's very, very easy for you to just say a lot of things or say anything that comes out from your mouth. But we should also consider that we are speaking to a different person. We don't know where this person came from.
Nigerians has dragged this girl now. The iPhone 8 girl has finally come out to apologize. Watch this.
I was asking my dad for an iPhone 8. I'm publicly admitting that what I did was wrong. I was not meant to record their reaction and post it. I took it as a normal content video, and I didn't know it would go viral as much as it did. I didn't post that video so anybody could drag my parents. Neither did I post that video for people to attack me or say anything that they have said. I was starting to say different things like I failed work, I failed time. I failed my work, neither did I fail them. The only reason I'm not in school is because I didn't want to attend any other course than the course I wanted. I finished school last year and I've written work just once and I passed. I've written my JAMB twice and in both trials I scored above 200. And there are a lot of rumors about me, different things people are saying, and most of them are just lies. So I'm putting every blame on myself because I was the one who gave those people the opportunity to make such statements. I'm really sorry. Please, I beg, please let everyone just forget about the matter. I don't know what to do again. I got so excited about my birthday, so I asked for what I asked for, and I'm sorry.
Like she said, she was one that gave Nigerians opportunity to talk about her and her family, issue. Personally, I feel for her, but then again, I hope she has apologized to her parents. Apologizing to them first is way more important. Then as for Nigerians, I beg, we'll calm down.
I'm not gonna lie, the apology video really did break my heart. She just kept saying, I'm sorry. Guys, I almost cried. Like, I was really, really touched. Only God knows what she's going through in her house. Like, I was really, really touched at the apology video. She kept saying, I'm sorry, which she didn't have to apologize. She kept saying, I'm sorry. And this was when she also said that she has been waiting for the admission list because she finished university like 2 years ago. And she said she does not want to do any course apart from what she wants to do. And yeah, so I just pray that this girl, she has everything that she hopes for. And that concludes all the information that I have for now. And I believe that I've been able to express my viewpoints throughout this whole video. Do not forget, we are embarking on a journey of healing. The world is so hurt. We should just try the best that we can just to minimize the trauma that we would throw on people in the long haul. Let me know, what are your thoughts in this video? Please share your opinions in the comment section. It will really mean a lot to me. Let's get this video to 60 likes. If you're not subscribed, kindly subscribe. I really do appreciate. And till next time, thank you guys so much for 300 subscribers. Bruh, thank you for 300 subscribers. Thank you so much for the love. Like, I'm so overwhelmed. Thank you, and I love you guys so much. Till next time, bye.